All right, hello everybody. Toonkind at 12 frames per second again. We're back for Wizard Like Sun. I'm Kraken. I'm playing Craigory Danthew and Henrick Danthew. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fine. Who else is here?
Well, I would normally have a very funny bit, but considering the situation, I think we need to get right into this because, there's probably going to be wizard murder, maybe. We don't know. Pip is quite angry, but I am Noodle, and as said, I'm playing Pipsqueak, the pirate mouse.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Getting right into it. I feel like we open up with Craigory and Pip en route, I think, to the meeting place Henrick had specified when they decided to, show up and show their face. Pip, you've heard some things, I think, from Craigory and Boomer both. How are you feeling?
Well, Pip is vibrating at a speed unknown to any other mouse. They are trying very hard to keep their composure, but all they've heard of Henrick has been terrible. Absolutely awful. And okay, look, it was bad enough what they knew before, because Henrick, left Craigory alone, vanished off the face of everywhere, and set a really, really horrible example for poor Craigory. And then they heard about Henrick calling Boomer a brat, which they were very much not okay with. And, being creepy and such. And, yeah, I'd say Pip normally has, quite a range of emotions, especially right now. They've got their colors back fairly recently, so they're not quite used to keeping those colors in check and not being a mix of several. Yeah, they're just green. They are green right now. The darkest green you have, well, pardon the rhyme, but the darkest green you've ever seen. It is, yeah, I think that ought to speak enough for Craigory, who has their color chart.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Craigory needs to roll insight on this. Pip.
No, does not.
Pip wears their heart on their sleeve these days.
Yeah, and I mean, also, a little more obvious fact, but their tail has pretty much just consistently been a skull. They've been trying to, unwind it and, have it, but it just, the second they stop focusing on it, it just twines back into that shape, and yeah. They're not happy.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Love that. Would Pip like to roll insight on Craigory, who doesn't really wear his heart on his sleeve?
Sure.
Not intentionally, anyway.
Pip, beloved, what is your insight again? Okay, that's just a +2. Let's go. Let's see. Oh! Yeah.
Yeah? Oh god, yeah, Pip, you know your brother. So, after the events of, treats and tricks, and Boomer came in hollering about this, and Craigory after,
Worst grandpa.
Worst grandparent. Craigory had recounted his side and then asked Pip to come along for said meeting of terrible grandparent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to put my guess on Boomer's been more outwardly outraged.
Yeah.
As is her wont.
Probably.
Craigory's been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
He's been quiet, not even necessarily in a hugely thinky way. I think Pip is also maybe reading some sort of regret even.
Yeah. They're very keyed into Craigory right now.
Yeah.
Just, they noticed and they're like, oh, yeah, this is a big deal. This is, we really need to pay attention to Craigory time.
Yeah. So right at this specific moment coming up to the spot, He has been very quiet, hasn't been talking much, is nervous, and yeah. Pip, your usual perch is on his shoulder. He's just kind of been leaning his head against you.
Yeah. I think a little bit before they get there, Pip actually, like, kind of tugs on his hair a little bit, like usual. Like, hey, hold up.
Okay.
He slows to a stop.
Before we go in there, I gotta ask, do you want me to get the bat out? Because I will. And I will hit this wizard with it many times. Because I think I really want to do that. But I mean, I'll listen first. But I think I'm really gonna hit this wizard. So this is just a heads up. I'm gonna try and be polite. I'm really not good at that. I'm better at being rude.
I mean, from memory, I don't think they're good at being polite either, so...
Great.
You know what, yeah, have the bat. That might encourage them to be polite.
Out comes the wizard bat.
In all its sparkly, glittery nonsense glory.
Sparkly, quote-unquote, arcane symbols on it. We still don't know. There's probably new glitter that's been added since. It is just every smack against their palm, there is a new shower of glitter. They are prepared.
I do have to ask, does everything that comes out of Pip's hammer space these days have at least some glitter on it just because of this thing?
Oh, it's been like that since Wizard Crimes.
Pip's never getting rid of that.
No, they aren't. Never. It's worth it, though.
Okay, yeah, ready, as we can be, I guess.
Alright.
And
Sure, let's go meet them.
Craigory starts forward again, and, Pip, you won't recognize this place, I think, but Craigory is familiar with it because Henrick has, well, it was kind of framed as an ask. It was more kind of like, this is what will happen. There wasn't really asking involved. It's a coffee shop, and more particularly, it's a coffee shop Craigory's been to before.
Oh, no.
Specifically the first time, he met Lynn.
Oh.
That coffee shop.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, only good things happen in coffee shops.
Yeah, only good things. Nothing bad has ever happened in a coffee shop, ever. Not at all. Certainly not to this wizard.
Coffee is not a harbinger of doom for Craigory. Absolutely not.
No.
But,
Oh, dear.
he's just going to steel himself, straighten spine. And I think about it, just like, do I roll performance? Yeah, let's roll some numbers.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's decent. It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Shoulders back, head high. Disinterested expression, walk through the door. There's a little ting-a-ling-a-ling from the bell. And, Pip, you want to roll me perception?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's right. Is this one 5 or 6? This one's 5. Yep, 5. Acrobatics is 6 with Pip. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're back on their perch. They're seeing many things again.
Yep. I mean, no matter what, you were going to clock this, so fabled Henrick Danthew immediately because Pip, I'm not sure Craigory wouldn't have really mentioned this. Boomer might have, but wow, this person, they really are spitting images of each other. It's a little wild.
Yes, so this is the worst Danthew. Craigory is obviously the better. Pip is clocking this, Pip is noting, Pip is internally referring to Henrick as the worst wizard.
Yeah.
Terrible wizard. Awful wizard.
Henrick is clearly older. Lines in the face, there's a cane going on. There is clear age going on here, but otherwise, this is what you could expect your brother to look like in 20 years. It's a little disconcerting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
They see it, they're like, oh, don't like that.
Henrick does indeed actually, no, I should roll for that. Does Henrick even spot you?
Yeah. Who? Does he?
I think not until Craigory's actually moving in then with an 11.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's also funny because they do have the glittery bat.
Yeah, I think that also kind of catches their attention, you know. Walking over, there's a mouse on the shoulder, there's a bat that's like the size of the mouse and it's shedding glitter. Henrick looks up. They're just kind of sitting back at a table for two. And there is already coffee there. There is already a cup for Craigory set on the other side. And they just kind of blink and squint.
What? You've never seen a pirate before?
Pip, they ignore you completely and look at Craigory. That's an interesting familiar.
Yeah, what? Huh?
No, I don't have a familiar.
Familiar.
Craigory is sits down. Why not? He's like, no, Pipsqueak is not familiar. Sibling actually. Eyebrows just go higher on Henrick at the word sibling.
God, oh God.
If you say so.
Oh God.
So, Craigory, tell me. And
It's fine.
pick up their coffee, take a sip. What have you been up to this past 10 years? It's been a while. What have you accomplished?
That's what you say. That's the first thing you say, not I or where you've been for 10 years after you abandoned him. No, no. What have you done? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Henrick is still ignoring you, Pipsqueak.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, yeah.
Just waiting for Craigory's answer, and Craigory just kind of goes, I think actually Pip has a point. You called this, you go first.
We'll see. We'll see if Pip does something. Oh no, that's not sneaky at all.
Oh?
Well, so you can do some clever things with prestidigitation. You can like, flavor things. And well, they were trying to be sneaky about it, but I think it's noticeable with an 8. It's definitely noticeable to both Craigory and Henrick. Pip's tail briefly goes in the shape of a spade and glows purple. And, well, we'll see if Henrick takes a sip of their coffee, but if they do, it tastes like it was dumped full of salt.
I think Henrick was in the middle of taking a sip as Pip did that, and oh man.
It is genuinely like somebody dumped ocean water in it. It's not good.
Yep, Henrick was in the middle of sip. They taste that change. Dirty 20 performance, though, their expression does not change as they just put the drink back down.
Its eye like twitches a little bit in irritation.
Cute. But, alright, me first. I have been off continent. And it was no place for someone small and inexperienced. My question now, I think. Is this how we're going to do this? Is this going to be what do the kids call it? 20 questions?
It's the only way to get some damn answers.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, Pip's not wrong on that. Yeah. Craigory's going to take a sip of his own coffee, and he's going to find that it's exactly how he likes to take it. AKA black coffee with a single shot of blueberry flavoring.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know. Totally normal coffee order. But it is very particular, and I don't think he's going to be able to hide a surprise that Henrick just knew. Okay, what I've been up to 10 years, not gonna lie, a decent part of it was spent, looking for you. I don't know. Tinkering around, working on things, just vibing and living my best life, I guess. What do you want from me?
Pip is squinting at Henrick, and they are just, the bat is still out. The bat is still out.
Hold on. Where's Henrick's Arcana? Yeah. Henrick is looking at this bat, Pip. Like, they know that thing is just nonsense. All the runes scrawled on there, just like complete, utter bullshit.
Yeah. That's fine. It's not supposed to be magical. The trick is that it hurts when you get hit with it. That's all the magic it needs.
Spell of break your kneecaps.
Exactly. Spell of curse you with glitter. You're never getting rid of this now. The shame will follow you forever.
God, that's actually good. But, okay, well, I suppose that counts as your question back to me. What do I want from you? I want to reconnect.
Seriously? You think you deserve that?
Seriously. It's been almost 10 years. And
10 years, you walked out on Craigory. You didn't even send a letter. You didn't say anything. You didn't explain anything. And you think you can walk back in like nothing happened? Are you serious? What kind of overinflated, bloated ego do you have to think you can do that? I get it, wizards are supposed to be smart, but... Ugh. No, this is stupid. That's stupid. You can't just do that.
And, Henrick's gaze once again slides back to Craigory. You just let them talk like this to anyone? Well, I'm not in charge of Pip.
Yeah, I'm in charge of myself. What's wrong with you?
A few things, I imagine.
Yeah, more than a few wrong with you.
But let me be more specific. Elbows on the table, leaning forward. Craigory, as established, it has been almost 10 years. When I was your age, I had struck out from home for a while. I had been building our home in the woods, and I had been working on some of my first breakthrough, really. So, what have you accomplished?
Oh. Oh. This guy need to roll a wisdom save right there.
Craigory's fingers are tapping on the cup of his blueberry shot coffee.
Yeah. Yep. Pip is vibrating at maximum velocity, only just barely holds back from launching across the table to whack Henrick. Oh, they really want to, though. They really, really obviously want to. It's very close.
Oh, God. And just to add fuel to the fire, yeah, Pip, you're standing on Craigory. This man's body language, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh,
uncomfortable. But, I follow interests where they take me, so I guess you could call that breadth of knowledge versus necessarily depth in a lot of areas, but a lot of it's gone into ink, design repair, that sort of thing. And a little, I guess technically a little bit animation. And I don't think either of you would need to roll insight for this. Henrick seems actually pleased by this response. Again, leaning forward, interested body language.
no idea whether this is better or worse. Don't like it either way.
All right. Design and animation. That's good. That's also what I work in. Yes, good sign.
Of course.
It also means you in particular might have insights into what I'm doing, which is excellent, even.
And what's that? Being old and bitter and useless?
And for the first time, Pip, they directly address you. I don't think I'm the one who's acting bitter here.
Oh, I have plenty of good reason to not like you at all.
I don't see why. I haven't done anything to you.
No, but you messed with my crew. So, yeah, I think I have more than enough reason to really not like you.
Your crew?
Yeah, my crew. You know a thing? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like common knowledge. Crew, pirate has a crew. And, that's their people that they have around them, who they work together with, and, take care of each other, which I know that's a foreign concept to you. But, you have mutual trust and respect and communication and stuff like that, yeah.
No, I would argue I know about crews. I just pick them very carefully. Or I craft my crew carefully. There we go.
Yeah, there's a reason why I only have the best in mine.
Well, of course Craigory is the best. Is Boomer one also?
Yeah,
Mm.
Don't you say anything bad about that little kid.
I wasn't going to. You say you've picked the best, I believe you. She's good.
Squint. Press X to doubt. Press X to doubt.
Speaking of Boomer, though, your apprentice. She is sharp. Give her that. And are you passing on your knowledge with her? What in particular are you teaching? I think there's been a misunderstanding. Boomer isn't my apprentice. She's my kid. Well, aren't those often the same thing?
No.
Boomer is an apprentice, just not mine. Blacksmith apprentice, not mine for that. She's just my kid, you know. I look after her and
separate
stuff.
Person, someone you care for, who you don't try to mold into a copy of you, that kind of thing.
Just had the image of Henrick goes to take a sip of coffee, forgetting what Pip has done.
Good.
To it. How long does prestidigitation last?
Oh, Pip's bitter enough they would have redone it.
Fantastic. That's what cantrips are for. Hell yeah. Henrick instinctively goes to take a drink, and this time, since it's a surprise, I think, there is a reaction. Puts down that coffee.
What? Something wrong with the coffee?
Oh,
I thought this place is supposed to have good coffee.
I'm sure it's to someone's taste. Would you like some?
No, I don't drink coffee.
I think it's just gonna eye the way Pip is vibrating. Could have fooled me.
No. No. No, 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 no.
Oh boy. Well,
Oh boy.
it's a little less. It's a little less so once they got their comeuppance with that.
Pip has been mildly sated for now.
Yeah. The reckoning has been stalled temporarily.
But I think now is a good time. Pip and Craigory, I think, could both roll insight on Henrick.
All right.
Or perception, whichever's better.
Let's go perception. Pip sees all.
Pip? Yeah, fuck. They are both on edge.
Nat 20. Thank you, Pipsqueak. You are
Goodness.
not letting Henrick out of your sight whatsoever.
Fantastic. Yeah, Craigory with a 19. Yeah, Henrick has been, paying extreme attention to him, and that's great. That's fine. Pip, Nat 20. You get the extra detail. Henrick has been largely ignoring Pip and paying attention to Craigory, but with the Nat 20, Pip notices they have had their eyes on Craigory's gloved hand for basically the entire time. Their attention keeps going back there.
They don't like that. They don't like that.
Now, speaking of this design repair you were talking about, your right hand, it looks like, well, actually, could I see that?
Don't. Don't.
Rather, you didn't actually. It's...
None of your business. Who cares if it's the same field of study? That's none of your business. If he doesn't want to show it, you don't... Craigory, you don't gotta show him anything.
Well, see, I just... Henrick is leaning forward anyway to get a closer look, and Craigory shifts that hand back.
Pip's actually gonna, hop down onto the table, in between them, and, hold the bat out. Given, you can tell they're not used to wielding a bat. They kind of hold it out like Craigory recognizes it, like they hold their swordfish.
Ready guard.
Yeah.
No, you stay on your side of the table, buddy.
All right, all right. Hands up. It leans back a bit. All right. It just seems it just looks like an interesting case of what you call not quite convergent evolution, convergent discovery. Because I know I hadn't pioneered that technique until after I had left for Furuma. So it's very interesting that we've both arrived at the same idea. It's a good sign.
Good sign for what? Quit talking in circles. Just come out and say it.
Well, I mean, if you insist, if it makes you more comfortable. Henrick is going... I said before that Henrick looks almost unnervingly like Craigory. This is more than a just appearance. It's also just like an outfit. There's also just the same similar white shirt, suspenders, pants and boots going on. And they're reaching to lift up their shirt a little on one side. And
ready for anything, like, oh, about to start a fight. They're like, okay, what's going on?
The shirt lifted up a bit. Yeah, Pip and Craigory, you would both recognize this. There is indeed like patches, multiple patches actually, of red cloth. You can't see the full thing. They're not showing much, but red cloth patching an area of the torso.
Oh. Like stitched on there like a patchwork?
Yep. Yeah, patchwork is an excellent word for it.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. That is That's yeah, nope, nope, Pip's fine. Pip's totally fine. Pip's good. Pip's good.
Pip's great with this.
There might be a little bit of lighter green at the, just at the tips of their ears and their hair. Just a little bit. But no.
So you see why I'm interested. And they just tuck the shirt back in again.
So how'd it happen?
Accident. Things went a little awry in the lab and there was I wouldn't say small explosion. But I needed something, and I'd already been toying with the idea of using what I had already been working on for medicinal purposes. So that was really just the stress test. And you, what about you? Where's the story on that hand? It's... Craigory, it should be noted, does have his sleeves rolled all the way down. But,
shuffling in front to block view again. Just...
Pip, I think it's fine, actually. This, okay, I gotta admit, this is interesting. 'Cause,
You sure?
Yeah.
Craigory, you're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Grumble and do the "I'm watching you" at Henrick as they scramble back up to Craigory's shoulder.
But, yeah, similar story. Lab accident. Rolls up the sleeves so that, yeah, the entirety of the glove is in view, aka, the bit where it drops off, there is no outline, and it starts to fade back in closer to the elbow. And this is probably the most surprised Henrick has been this entire little venture. Eyebrows go up. Well, how on earth did you do that to yourself? Fuck, this is me, the player, forgetting what the hell I called this stuff.
It was, what was it?
Not dip directly, but like, paint thinner.
thinner.
Paint thinner, that's the bitch.
Yeah.
Just, paint thinner. Just 'cause, and you know, didn't mean to stick my hand in it, but things happen. You know, Wizard OSHA, what's that?
Is there actually Wizard OSHA? Like, just whispering that to Craigory.
Craigory just whispers, I'm not actually sure.
Okay.
Which just says to me, no, wizards don't have OSHA, because Wizard Guild does not have OSHA, even being the guild, because wizards, as we all know, delete common sense to make room for spells. Every single one of them.
They don't even have OSHA. Wow.
They don't even have OSHA.
This is how we take over the guild.
Unions and
Sorry,
OSHA.
off track, sorry.
It's all good. That's a good tangent. I haven't had to think about it. Oh dear. But yeah. Henrick is continuing to just visibly observe this hand. Go. Right, so it is, yes, essentially it looks to be similar technique. You have your graft cloth and it's, but where would you get the material? You would have to make your own. How? Oh. Saturated magic. Say. And I was about to say with my mouth, I'm going to try something, but Henrick would not give warning.
Oh.
But Henrick is going to try something.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, it's enough. Pip, you know the feel and look of Craigory's magic. You're familiar with it both from Craigory himself and from your sort of magical copycatting of people.
Mimicry, yeah.
Yeah. There's a word, mimicry. You know what it looks and feels like, and yeah, the sort of translucent red squares happen around Henrick's own hand as they cast something, and Pip, this feels the same.
Oh.
This feels the same. And Craigory's hand twitches and moves and picks up the coffee cup.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, they don't like that.
Yeah, Craigory on his part, I think jerks backward and scrambles out of the seat, spilling coffee everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Pip is... Nope, that's a thing. That's, what's...
Henrick gets splashed with coffee! Yes!
Yeah, nope. Nothing happens with that one, but,
That was a nat one for something.
Oh, God, yeah, hey. Yeah, Pip fumbles their, they were gonna try and throw this bat at Henrick to make him stop that, because they don't like that at all.
I think Craigory's sudden motion made them slip.
Craigory fumbling makes Pip fall down, and they kind of get bonked with their own bat.
Oh, God.
Ow.
That's just, ow.
Yeah. Craigory has scrambled up and away, flesh hand grabbing at wrist, and just... This is starting to cause a commotion in the coffee shop. People are now looking, this is Toontown. People don't look at a mouse, waving a bat around mildly threateningly. But this is causing a social disturbance. Whatever's going on here.
Ow.
It's like, what did you do? Why? What was that? Well, it's saturated in magic, which is the same as my magic, so I just, I thought it would be neat to confirm. It's interesting.
Oh, God, we need another roll there. Nope, still nothing. No, that's gotta go a little higher actually, because this is continued. Yeah, no, there's more of that kind of neon green creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, just they are not happy with this at all. This is oh, that feels creepy. That just something about this feels slimy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine so. And
Their hand is under their bandana right now. They're not pulling anything out yet because social conventions.
they are
And
being trapped by
unfortunately,
social convention.
this is a coffee shop. This is not a tavern. Unfortunately, because if it was a tavern, they could just start a brawl and it would be good. But this is a coffee shop. Curses.
Foiled again by Henrick thinking ahead.
Yeah.
But,
They're ready at a moment's notice to start something.
well, even having said that, Henrick stands up. Like, I think we are beginning to cause a scene, so... You know, I was always going to offer to take you over to where my temporary setup is and actually show you what it is I have been doing. You know, trade for trade. You've been telling me a bit of what you've been doing, and our work, I'd been hoping it was compatible. It is. So we should collaborate. I
want to roll some insight on that one.
Go for it.
Just so sus. So very oh nope, 5. They're still a little starstruck from getting bonked on the head with their bat.
Yeah. I think Craigory isn't letting go of his cloth hand. It isn't moving anymore, but like also it's fucking sus. But he's still going to just pick up Pip.
Yeah. They're just rubbing their head a little again, like oh.
Lean down, pick them up.
Himself.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Listen, not alone. Not going to wherever this Pip has to come to.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was just.
Flash of
You don't
annoyance
just
on
take-
Henrick's face.
You don't get to take control of somebody's hand. What? Ugh.
It was only for a moment. Confirm a hypothesis.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything. You didn't say, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's my hypothesis. I think this would be interesting. Can I try it?" That's Craigory's hand. That's his hand. That's not your hand.
They have a look on their face, actually, that Pip, can't quite read it with that previous, 5 or 7 on insight.
7, yeah.
Craigory can get a little bit better with a 10. I would call this expression X to doubt.
Oh. Oh, no.
And they say,
no.
well, all right, trying again. Hello? I have a hypothesis. A new one. I think our work is compatible, and I would appreciate your particular viewpoint on what I do. And, yeah, Craigory can't lie. Craigory's curious, which is unfortunate. But Henrick's gaze once again goes to Pip and goes, family only, however. Trade secrets.
Well, isn't it convenient that I'm family? I'm not leaving my brother.
Annoyed wrinkle of the face. Because, I think Henrick had genuinely just, put it out of their mind that it had been declared, oh yeah, this is my sibling.
Yeah. No, Pip quite stubbornly has sat down on Craigory's shoulder, wound their tail very firmly around his arm, his upper arm. Yeah, they are latched on and anchored, and they are just glaring daggers at Henrick, while, yeah, even more of that sickly green is just getting worse.
You'll have to swear confidentiality, then you understand.
I can get confidential. Not a word.
Well, Henrik seems to accept that as about as good as they're going to get. So they're just leading the way out of the coffee shop. And yeah, Craigory's following along.
Yeah.
Just kind of a step behind. And this coffee shop, I'm going to say, is located fairly close to an actual edge of Toontown. Start getting out towards where it drops off. And we're just going to quick fast travel. It's not a long walk, but far enough out that there is a sort of campsite set out. And so we're coming up here. I think Pip and Craigory could roll perceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
The siblings see all.
Mm-hmm.
They're sus of this. Their heads are on a swivel.
Mm-hmm.
They do not trust anything.
Yep. This is a campsite that's set up on top of a rise. There's a bit of an uphill climb to get there. But even before, I think, you arrive at the site proper, both of you catch movement up there. Looks like Henrik doesn't travel alone. Their crew, as it were.
Oh. Henrik has friends.
Yeah.
Surprising.
But yeah. There is movement, and I think Pip, especially with the 21, Pip can count there is, let me say, 4 people moving around on top of that rise. And can hear their movement and work. There's a sort of clinking of tools. There's the pop of a campfire. But there is no voices.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Pip knows they're used to, like, the sounds of working on, like, a ship. And that can get pretty noisy, and yeah, you gotta call out to other people, be like, yeah, we need this, and maybe even, like, singing and stuff, because shanties are fantastic and very helpful with keeping everyone together. But the silent work is weird.
Yeah.
They probably even, like, lean down to Craigory, like,
Is that normal for wizard stuff? Does just nobody talk? Does nobody talk at all? This is freaky. This is creepy.
No, it's definitely creepy. In my experience, teams in the Wizard Guild were usually arguing.
Do you have spells ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Good. I don't trust this at all. And I can make a distraction if we need.
Yeah. Oh boy. And I think at this point, before coming kind of over the lip of the rise proper, Henrik turns back to you and she's like, now I said this before and at Pipsqueak, but this is to both of you. This is confidential. This is my life's work. I am sharing it with Craigory because it does pertain to him and because I think he will have valuable insight.
I swear I will not say a word of it.
Pinky promise.
Pinky promise. I won't say a word.
And spoken or letter.
Spoken or letter.
And Henrik will pull out, a pinky.
And in turn, they do as well.
The pact has been sealed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's sealed.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's good. So with that, entering the campsite, and yeah, neither of you really need to roll perception on this because Pip, you had this like flash of deja vu in the coffee shop when you saw Henrick for the first time. That's mild compared.
Oh
no. You had heard 4 people. Yeah, you can directly see 3 of them right now. One person is tending the campfire. One is looks to be conducting some sort of experiment on the side with another person helping. The 4th maybe is in the tent. And yeah, they all look... Do they look like Henrick or do they look like Craigory?
Pip's ears fall back. Oh dear, that's... By the way, the DC has been going up. I think this is what, DC 18 by now? Okay. The green doesn't spread. That's the first one. That's a success. Yeah. Oh, this is weird. Can I roll like some kind of like to get a closer look at those? That's
yeah,
weird.
Absolutely. To
like,
get that
at first
information, you don't need to roll anything, but yeah, for more, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh god, no, they're weirded out. They are so weirded out.
Jesus Christ, Craigory, nat 20. All right, yeah, Pip 11 freaked out. Like, I don't think this is anything what Pip was expecting.
No, and they've never seen anything like this before. Oh no. Already it was weird, it was too silent, and now there's a bunch of clones around. Oh no.
Yeah, Craigory rolled an Arcana and got a nat 20. Wow.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Good wizard.
Craigory goes, yeah, stiff underneath you, Pip. He's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking around. He's observing. He's perceiving. He's taking dots and puzzle pieces and he's connecting them.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't take his eyes off the copies that look like him but also look like See, the funny thing is they look younger than Henrick but also a little bit older than Craigory, so closer to Craigory, but like, yeah, this is really just highlighting the spitting goddamn images.
This is bad. Have they suddenly gone to the uncanny valley? I didn't think we were there. Oh no.
Craigory, with his nat 20, has observed that the texture of these copies is what differentiates them from himself and Henrick.
Oh.
There's a texture going on. It kind of almost... They are moving like people pretty fluidly, but there's a texture like fabric going on, and there's something in their movements that Craigory perhaps recognizes from his friend Pawsey, who's a Muppet born.
Oh.
And
no.
Also just the fact, yeah, it is silent here. No one is talking. Tasks are being performed, but there isn't really anybody home in there.
Yeah, this is at disadvantage.
Well, I mean, that was already a nat 1.
Beat that, but yeah, I did it twice, but yeah, that's a nat 1. Pip is neon green. They are neon green, and their bandana has turned back to grayscale. This is not good. This is kind of like something out of a horror movie for Pip. And their tail around Craigory's arm tightens. noticeably.
Yeah, might be
As
cutting
kind
off
of a-
circulation a little bit.
Little bit as keeping okay, this is mine. This is Craigory. This is the real one. Not letting go of my brother.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable, I think, with an 11 even to also, just because Pip is pretty aware of this, of Craigory. Craigory's the only one here who has, the particular hand he has.
Yeah.
That's a pretty distinctive marker. Good news.
Very good.
Very good.
Pip does not want to get separated regardless. They don't trust. They do not trust this at all. This is scary. They know. Look, they've seen enough horror movies to know what happens if you split up. It's not good. It's never good.
Then, yep. Henrick just kicks over a new seat by the campfire. Because I just remembered, Henrick also walks on a cane. That uphill bit was not great for the knee.
Sucks to
So
suck,
they're
man.
sitting down,
Yeah.
stretching out that knee, and just going. So, yes. Design. Design is what we share, and you also mentioned animation.
Is this?
This.
What?
You've created clones. And are these even Toonkind? Bit of a gray area, tricky question, that one. I think the more accurate term would be constructs.
Oh no.
But they are imprinted with my magic, my mind. They're not smart. They're not intelligent. They are not actually people. But they do some things very well, and many hands make light work. So no, I have only created one true clone so far.
Wait a minute. Wait. No. Wait, huh?
Henrick doesn't elaborate further. They just sit back.
You know that point where it was like, I've connected the two dots.
You have, in fact, connected shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna, let's see. Calling heads, one for heads, if it happens. Yep. Pip does not keep their cool. Pip does not keep their cool. Their bow is out, and it is aiming right at Henrick. And again, that green, their bow, it can usually keep its shape, but it is dripping with that green. It literally, this bow looks like it is made out of dip. It's not, even though it appears to be. Craigory's totally fine, but it looks uncanny similar. And they are just, there's pretty much just a shadow over their eyes, but you can tell they are just lasered in on Henrick. Bow pulled back, drawn, ready at a moment.
You are even worse than I could have imagined. That's why you were so creepy. How could you be so I don't even have words I will let myself say to describe this.
I will admit this is a stronger reaction than I expected from you.
Well, yeah, you have someone. You made a person. You made a person.
Many people make
And-
people. Isn't that what,
Yeah.
children are?
Even so, it's even worse now, because and you abandoned him. And even so, and you don't even, you think you have a right to do things, and
They are. Mm, does Craigory want to try and stop them at all?
Craigory's been quiet a bit, but I think Craigory does put a hand up to Pip's side or back. She's like, well, hold a minute. We don't know what's going on with these. We don't know if they do anything if they're harmed.
I'm not even going to ask him to roll insight or anything on this. Putting a hand on Pip. Before they were just like, you could tell before it was the murderous energy contained. This is a different kind of shaking. This is, the closest thing Craigory would recognize to this is the same kind of disgust and fear that they faced down Rikishi with.
Oh. It's like, Pip, we're outnumbered, potentially. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, you don't have to put it away, but,
bow on him.
Yeah.
If they do anything funny, so much as twitch funny, I swear to every god out there.
They slowly... The bow isn't put away, but it's no longer drawn at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, things seem a bit high-tensioned right now, so today might not be the best for actually sharing information, as it were, teaching, learning, all that wonderful stuff we wizards love. But I think the introduction is good. And Henrick's actually going to do an insight, I think. Craigory, let's scroll back up.
Insight on who?
On Craigory.
Yeah.
13 is probably enough. Yeah. Craigory's been very quiet, but I don't think he's been guarding his body language or expressions at all. 13 is enough. Henrick, for maybe the first time in his entire FPS, seems genuinely really surprised. Just goes, you didn't know. You didn't know you were a clone. That's... I mean, I can understand a child's inattention, but I really didn't think I was being a secret about that. Oh. Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There are no words.
I was like, wait, did I actually see my mic lighting up? But yeah.
No, you're good. I am just, ooh. Oh, no.
Why would I assume that I wasn't just your kid? What? No, this is not the first thought that occurred to my mind. Well, pictures, surely. And Curry just kind of throws his hands up in the air. Pip, you might want to hold on. Just
Yeah.
no, there were no pictures. I'm pretty sure Jenny, burned them or threw them out or hid them. I guess I know why. Outside of you two clearly having some big argument and you leaving the continent, and you keep on mentioning like 10 years. What's significant? Why now? This could have happened any time. What did you driven out of Faruma? Are you on the run? It's like you. Head goes in hands.
You owe some serious explanations. Pretty quickly.
They're just, ooh, they're not pleased. They're not pleased with this at all. Just glaring at Henrick.
Happy to share some particulars of my research at another date when things are calmed down. Because again, I think having a similar but slightly differing perspective will be helpful. I am back because I have unfinished business, and that is you. I've left you for almost 10 years. Can I not want to reconnect a bit?
You deserve it with all this. Makes it worse. Again, my previous statement stands. Now it's even worse. It's even worse.
I don't see how this changes too much, honestly.
You arrogant son of a...
Yeah. Well. What's that modifier? Okay, good. That's an 8.
Ooh.
Not at Henrick. But it does fly with a 23. I think it does fly very, very close to his head. And right into probably a table or something. Or just a nearby tree.
It's the table two clones were doing something at, and when the arrow was fired and it hits, they both look up and unerringly at Pipsqueak. The one at the campfire looks up and unerringly at Pipsqueak. There is a shuffle from the tent. And Henrick's expression, for whatever amount of expression there was, just kind of closes off. I don't think we're going to get anything useful done today.
No, we're not.
I think perhaps we all need to clear our heads.
We're the best.
So
Pip is kind of trying to nudge Craigory to start going now.
Yeah, he was kind of frozen in place, feeling Pip's tugging. He does stumble backward a few steps before getting more, graceful about it. Just like, another time. Maybe this has been a lot to think about, and this was interesting, not gonna lie. But I think it's time to get going. There's, other stuff going on in my day and life, not just you. And Henrick won't stop you from leaving. They seem satisfied with the pinky promise they extracted out of Pipsqueak.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's fine.
And once they're out of sight down the hill, we'll just look up the specifications for this spell real quick. Yeah, you know what? It's loud, it's not subtle, but Craigory's doing it. He just wants some distance. Pip, you're on him, you're being carried along, it's fine. Craigory casts Thunderstep.
Yeah.
Instant 90 feet down the hill as far as he can see, just Kraken!
Yeah.
Boom! 90 feet further away from the campsite.
Cool.
Okay, wow, yeah, let's get back into town. Alright, yeah.
You're not going anywhere near him. You're not going anywhere near them alone. No, 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 no. No.
Craigory just starts jogging.
Yeah. And Pip shakily puts their bow away, even though they keep, like, looking back over their shoulder, making sure they're not followed.
Yeah, God, Pip, the problem with not alone is I don't want anyone else to know about that. That's...
Craigory?
What?
That was creepy.
Yeah,
That was creepy. That was really creepy. That was creepy. That was...
Yeah, that's not what I wanted or expected. Oh, jeez. And
But a wizard's arrogance is, unfortunately, something I've learned seems to be a common trait.
Hey.
It worked for our advantage, if we need help.
And you do see a hint of a smile curl up on their face.
What you got? What you planning? He's not ready to go back into town like this. He's
Craigory,
ended up sitting
if we
down in
need
a tree.
help- If we need help, I can't say a word. I can't say a word.
And they are stressing word.
I mean, I suppose one could say many words, huh?
Yeah, or I don't need to use words at all. I think we can see pretty darn well what's going on there. And I think I'm pretty okay at drawing.
Yeah, just some same-looking stick figures. Not sure how that's different from your usual drawing.
Hey! I can draw well. I can do better.
Pointed, I don't know if the bat is still up, but he's just like, wizard bat.
I don't... Look, I don't know symbols. I don't know your fancy wizard school stuff, but I can draw. I can draw maps, and you know...
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Let's see. Yeah, they pull out the, from the original Terminal Velocity, they pull out that map. And they open it up, and Craigory can see it's actually been added onto.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's a few places like before that were circled and marked off as explored have been already, those have been noted as double checked. There's others that were noted to be looked at. It's like, yep, went, either loot noted down next to it. Otherwise, there's a few other places that you can pretty much assume that Pip's been using this map to mark down their travels while they've been gone.
Hell yes. We love callbacks here.
Yeah. And they're like pointing.
They're like, see, I drew that sea monster, and I drew this, and we saw this, and there was a giant whale here, and you could see I can draw things.
All right,
Draw things.
all right.
Given this is probably not a good example because you can't read maps, but...
Well, hey, I can see the drawings, thanks. I just can't, figure out spatial, whatever. But... Pip, in all seriousness, I think I gotta go back and hear this out, because, hear me out on this. I don't know what it means to be a clone. I should figure out all the parameters of that before I go, not associating or whatever. So I need the information.
I figured you would. Craigory.
Yeah, Pip, it's brilliant. I don't know how they did it. It's brilliant.
I'm not letting you go alone. So,
Okay.
I'll try and behave myself better now that I know what we're getting into.
Well, I mean, Henrick should be behaving himself too. So,
Yeah.
we're all just going to behave. We're going to learn from each other. It'll be fine. It's... You know what this kind of reminds me of, actually?
A bad movie? Yeah.
I mean, beyond that, those clones, there's nothing really going on in there, right? Like, I think it's just kind of orders and very basic intelligence, but
Yeah.
Gelosity can think. In a way.
Oh.
She's not a smart cookie by any means, by what I picked up, but like...
They have thoughts too.
They might.
They're...
I don't know. It's either that or I've just frankly done something better than them. It's,
I mean, no,
this sort of thing could help me figure out what the hell went on there.
full offense to Henrick. I mean, it's not hard to be better than them. You're already leagues better.
You just say that because I'm the favorite.
Well, yeah, and Craigory, I mean this, like, this is
They hop down from his shoulder and stand in front of him. Like,
serious here. Beyond all of that, you went and you've done good things, and you have people around you who care about you, and I mean, even then, it's not hard to be a better parent than somebody who leaves their kid for 10 years. But I mean, you've done really good with Boomer, too. So, whatever that creep tries to pull in the future, just hold on to that, okay?
Yeah,
You're
that's...
Craigory. You're you. You're not him or some echo or whatever.
That, honestly, yeah, that helps. Pip, you're being hugged.
yeah, good. Pip is hugging Craigory back very, very tightly. And yeah, finally that green starts to disappear towards red.
So, we're gonna find out what's going on. And then maybe beat up a wizard later. We'll hold off. For now.
For now. And, I feel like unless there's anything else, Craigory eventually, when feeling ready to face society again,
Yeah.
head back into town.
Yeah. Pip will just keep an eye on things, but they do see if they can actually pull out the right thing from their hammer space. Yep, pretty good. They're gonna take out a little pad of paper and a piece of charcoal and start sketching up what they saw.
You know,
They
it's just
some
to have
letters
handy.
write. Yeah. They have some things to compile here and put together. I
Wahoo.
think with that, we can pan back with those two heading back into Toontown.
Yep. And I guess that's
Oh,
been
boy.
like Wizard Like Sun.
Oh no, Kraken. Oh no.
Thanks for playing, Noodle.
Yay, Pip's about to have a very bad week.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. So, I think I'll end the recording. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, bye folks.